has a dream to replace the old Coastal Speedway. In 1957, Myrtle Beach Speedway was born. This new facility would challenge some of NASCAR's legendary racers. Baker, Jarrett, Earnhardt, and Petty all called Myrtle Beach Speedway home. This historic speedway has hosted NASCAR racing and special events for over 50 years. In 2012, the two patriarchs of the track, Nick Lucas and Billy Hardy, passed the torch after being involved in owning and promoting the track for over 40 years. The speedway, with its rich history, was sold to motorsports innovator Robert Lutz.
You don't have many opportunities to purchase a speedway who has the tradition that this speedway does. When Dale Jr. decided he wanted to be a race car driver, Dale Sr. said, "You need to go to Myrtle Beach." This is the track that Dale Jr. learned to race on, and the track that Dale Earnhardt felt that Jr. needed to race at in order to learn the techniques that he needed to know to be a successful race car driver. So that's the type of track that Myrtle Beach is, and you just don't get many opportunities to purchase a track like this.
Robert immediately went to work and gave the old speedway a much-needed facelift.
It was a great opportunity to buy the track, but there was a lot of work to be done. Got a big crew of workers in here, and we went to work on redoing the bleachers, the buildings, the suites. Every piece of this property, inside and outside of every building, has been rebuilt, repainted, redecorated. It was a big undertaking in a short period of time, but we got a great staff that came in, rolled their sleeves up, and got the job done.
Robert's been involved in racing his whole life and was looking to explore other opportunities with this speedway.
I saw an opportunity to bring new events here to Myrtle Beach Speedway, from concerts to thrill shows to car shows. When given the opportunity, I felt that I was honored to take over this facility and take it to the next level.
Up next, the ambitious 2012 Myrtle Beach schedule. Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a NASCAR racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer till November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at myrtlebeachspeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway. In 2012, the Myrtle Beach Speedway became one exciting venue.
2012 was our first year. We had a very ambitious schedule, but I wanted the facility utilized every day of the week.
Myrtle Beach, brace yourself. The ground will shake, metal will bend, fire will light the sky.
We became the first speedway in the country to put on a weekly world-class stunt show that we called Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show.
Pyrotechnics, crushing metal, freestyle motocross, drifting and monster trucks highlighted Wednesday night's Wheels of Destruction thrill shows. Stunt driver Chris Moreno flew through the air and crashed into parked autos. Tim Chitwood drove on two wheels and his passenger balanced on the side. Clint Esposito, FMX freestyle jumpers all made action. Scene of the X Games breathtaking. Myrtle Beach drifters provided the smoking action on the asphalt, while Fire Andy provided the fire-breathing action at the flag stand. Doug Rose's Green Mamba used jet power to melt down a family's car. And Laughs Were Endless as Pork Chop the Clown made the crowd giggle and roar. School bus racing, reverse racing, monster truck, and skid plate action delighted the audience.
We had a great facility that we felt that needed to be utilized for special events, and we did that this year.
The biggest collection of Mustangs in the Southeast takes place during Mustang Week. The pony car enthusiasts cruise the boulevard in the shiny, polished, high-horsepower bridle cars all week. On Wednesday of Mustang Week, the car's horsepower is unleashed for the day at Myrtle Beach Speedway, on the oval, and in autocross competition. The finale of the day is the burnout contest, where the action is smoking tires and the sounds of blowouts, pleasing the fans who love Mustangs. Other events of the Speedway include drifting, where the cars are on the edge of control, sliding sideways in a display of precision driving. Drifting was made popular by the movie Tokyo Drift. Other car clubs are discovering they're welcome to use the Speedway for events to show their prowess, agility, and muscle on the asphalt, or to just show their car's beauty and special appeal in car shows. The stars of NASCAR also visit the Speedway. Daytona 500 winner Michael Waltrip, speed analyst and former driver Kyle Petty, the popular Denny Hamlin, Camping World Truck drivers Brian Scott and Jay White all brought their NASCAR friends to the track, like TV and radio personalities Hermie Sadler, Bill Parson, Pat Patterson, Chris Devoda, Rick Allen, and Andy Petrie. Spectators filled the grandstands with the behemoths of the asphalt pounded the ground, flew across rows of junk cars and the pit walls as they ruled Myrtle Beach Speedway with thundering horsepower, monster trucks. Each Wednesday and during their own special event, Beach Devastation kept everyone on the edge of their seats. The unexpected thrill provided by the mechanized entertainers proved to be the highlight of visiting vacationers from all over the country. Stars in the Sky were upstaged during the special events of the track when the night's action was concluded with a world-famous Zambelli fireworks show. Especially on the nights of Wheels of Destruction thrill show, when a revelry of fireworks, aerial bombs, and mortars echoed through the air. And as the sky was painted with a display of fireworks worthy of New Year's Eve and the 4th of July celebrations.
I own the NASCAR racing experience and felt that offering it on a weekly basis at the Myrtle Beach Speedway was a perfect fit.
Robert Lutz brought his NASCAR racing experience to the track. With all the vacationers, this became an alternative to the beach. The Speedway became the place to experience the need for speed. Drive a real car, not just any car. A Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, and Clint Boyer machine. These are but a few of the NASCAR racing cars that you can drive or take a ride along in with a NASCAR racing experience and the official Myrtle Beach race car. The NASCAR racing experience is a must if you're a stock car fan who wants to sit in the seat and grip the steering wheel, press the throttle, and hear the engine roar to life, and be on the track. Call 1-877-RACE-LAP or visit NASCARRacingExperience.com for more information of the ride of a lifetime. Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a NASCAR racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer till November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at MyrtleBeachSpeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway.
The heart of this Speedway is the weekly racing series, and it's drawn crafty veterans, but I've never seen in all my years in motorsport so many young, determined racers as I've seen here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway.
I'm in 8th grade.
I play basketball, I play volleyball, I play softball, soccer, race cars.
A lot of my friends are just kind of like, whoa, really, you race cars? But their parents are all my friends' parents are really surprised. They don't believe it.
I'm Haley, H-A-L-E-Y. I'm a senior. My dad's always had a car, and Matt McCall drove for him in 2009 and won the championship, and then I got into it.
It's a little bit scary, but I mean, we just kind of kept working and testing it, it got a lot better.
It is. It gets, when your car's bad, it gets aggravating though. You can get mad. I get mad very easily though.
Hey, don't cut it off! Don't hurt me, Daddy, because I'm gonna take time.
I'm not bothered with her. She's mad.
I love it. I love the speed and just going down to the corner with so much speed.
I get a really big adrenaline rush, and then it's like I have to win.
It's our vacation every weekend.
I leave her alone. Everybody does.
If you really want to do it and you have the heart to do it, just do it. It doesn't matter what anybody else says.
Up next, we beat the champs. Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a Nascar racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer till November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at myrtlebeachspeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway. This is the race you've been waiting for. November 14th through the 18th, the Myrtle Beach 400.
The World Series, the Super Bowl, every sport has its marquee event. And here at Myrtle Beach, it's the Myrtle Beach 400.
Through the 18th. It's the last race of the year. The Myrtle Beach 400, the biggest all-star race of the year, is held the weekend before Thanksgiving and has been a tradition for 21 years. Wheeling All-American. NASCAR late model stock cars headline the show with over 100 drivers vying for 42 starting positions in a weekend that pays out over $100,000. Southeast Limited late models bring 50-plus cars to battle in a 100-lap race for the Pro Division and a 50-lap event for future stars honing their skills. Postal PD Super Trucks bring a full field of the pickups to race for 100 laps. Mini stocks race for 50 laps and round out the 4 days of practice, qualifying, and racing, which culminates on Sunday afternoon with a Southeast Pro Division and the NASCAR late model stock cars. Spectators don't miss this one for race after race and all the excitement of a year's racing rolled into one weekend.
And at this event, we honored the 2012 track champions.
We just got back off of a 2-week vacation up in Kansas. I've shot over a 200 class non-typical up there, 22 points. When we're not racing in November, we are out hunting in November. And we work all year long to take that opportunity to go out and shoot some big old white-tailed deer. Kind of surprised us we won the championship down here. We wasn't intending to come down here to win the championship.
Me and my dad, we also work on the safety truck, which helps out the track and everything like that. So I try to do that and keep the car running good at the same time.
Racing week in and week out, we noticed how competitive that things were getting, and things started getting very competitive, and we just kind of stayed in here and we stuck with a championship down here.
Yeah, we started out the first of the race and we ran away with the race, and after that we just kind of ran up front and struggled for a little while, but stayed up front, stayed out of trouble, didn't get no wrecks or anything like that, and just kind of came away with the points lead.
As far as the truck series goes, I think we ended up with a win and maybe a second or a third.
My dad raced for a long time, and I decided to race after him.
Sitting in the stands watching racing, Saturday night racing. Back in 92, 93, going out to our local Nascar sanctioned track with Greenville, South Carolina, and kind of got involved with a few people that raced.
I grew up coming down here on Saturday nights with my dad when it was dirt and then asphalt. I think they dirted it again and asphalted it again. But just about every top name in cup racing, they've all been right here. And they all talk about how tough a racetrack this is to get around.
I wanted to race instead of just work on the safety team. So that's when we decided that we'd race and do them both at the same time.
This year I've been running the top a lot more. Just my car seems to work up there a lot better. I can pass on the bottom, but I have a little less motor, so I got to keep my cars pulled up. And you know, when my car's handling, it makes it look like I got a big block out there. I mean, the car's been handling real well.
I actually traded a 76 Mustang for a race car. Can you believe that? Got to doing some racing right there in the local town, and all we wanted to do was be on the scoreboard. Reached that goal, and actually won a race the first year that we actually raced. And we've won races every year from the lower divisions to the late model stock.
We won one race about 3 years ago, and then last year we won one more. And then finally at the beginning of the year, we said we're either going to run up front or we're just going to park it until we can figure out what we're doing. And then we ran the first race, won, and then from there on we just started slowly getting the trophies, and it felt good to actually lead the points for a while, and then come down the last couple races when we knew we had the championship. It felt so good, and we just didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Today and yesterday we've been super tight down here and having to work with different combinations and different things, but going back from where we started into the day is totally a different ball game.
I built the truck that they've got, but they do all the work. They hardly ever see me, I'm an hour and a half away from them.
It's not something that you take home and just throw in the garage and bring out here next week and go racing. It's not that way.
They make it easy. All I have to do is show up and drive.
You have to be on top of your game. You got another 50 competitors here this weekend try to win this 400 race we're doing this weekend.
Limited late model that I built for some guys, and I'm driving it this weekend too. And got 4 or 5 other guys that I built cars for that I'm trying to help. And it's run me ragged this weekend.
We had problems yesterday and had to go home, pull the motor back out the car and fix some stuff. And they came back today, still had some trouble with it. And never got any practice laps, just kind of went out for the heat race. Started dead last and we finished 3rd. We're running strong, so hopefully we can run up in the top 3 for the feature race today.
This season went by faster than any I've seen, I think. We were a little late getting started, but once he did get going, we had some of the biggest fields we've ever had at Myrtle Beach Speedway since it started in 2000. And the late model competition this year really stepped up. It went from 12, 15 cars to, I think we had as many as 27, 28 cars this year.
Get involved with it and understand what it takes to do it. It can be done. I'm a perfect example. It can be done.
And it's going to get better. Next year's going to be better than this year was. I'd like to thank Bob for coming in and doing what he's done. It gives us an opportunity to race at a better facility than what we've raced at for the last 10 years. He's worked really, really hard at getting things on track, and he's headed in the right direction.
Organized like it is today. Did a super job with it, and as we saw that unfolding, as we were here, we kind of stayed here with it, started running competitive, and next thing you know, we won the track championship here. This is the end of the year, wraps up the 2012 series of late model stock, NASCAR, Willings All-American Series. Everybody's here. It's the beach. Everybody likes to come to the beach, try to accomplish all they can and win this race, and we ought to have a lot of good racing.
We'll be right here. Every Saturday night or Thursday night or whenever it is, we'll be here.
Good racing for the fans and good racing for us all.
We'll figure it out and get it going.
It just boosts us up more for next year racing. That's what it's did the last 3 or 4 years. You accomplish a little bit, next year you want to accomplish more, next year you want to accomplish more, and that's where we at. And each year we've accomplished more than we have last year. So as long as there's a goal, and as long as we can keep climbing, I think that we'll still be right here with it and having some fun.
This is the Daytona 500 for us. Everybody comes down here every year. probably the hardest racetrack to get a hold of. Very challenging, and some of the best competition in late model stock, truck, 4 cylinders, all of it. They all come for this one race. It means a lot if you can win it.
That'd be really nice to win the big race today, but we're happy with the championship, and we'd love to finish in the top 3 today.
When you're pulling back on that bow and sitting there, and it's funny, I had my son for the first time with me. He's never saw a big buck, and I was sitting in the stand with him a couple days ago, and he got to shaking, and he got to trembling, and he got so nervous. That's what it was when I won my first race. That's what it was when I shot my first big buck. And to have that feeling to repeat again and be like winning this Myrtle Beach 400.
Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a Nascar racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer till November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at myrtlebeachspeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Up next, we look ahead to 2013. Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a NASCAR racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer till November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at myrtlebeachspeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a Nascar racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer until November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at myrtlebeachspeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway.
2012 was a great year, but I'm excited about 2013 and all the events we have going on here this year.
Myrtle Beach Speedway rolls into the 2013 season with a full schedule that'll be action-packed with many new events, shows that have thrilled the audiences in the past, and many different forms of motorsports that'll bring spectators to their feet, and clapping and applause will greet the performers, whose singing and music will fill the air in live performances. The mainstay of the Speedway will be the NASCAR All-American Series Racing, late model stock cars, Chargers, mini stocks, and special events like the Pass Series Super Late Models, Coastal PD Super Trucks, Southeast Limited Late Models, Challenger, and a visit by many of the current NASCAR Sprint Cup drivers who have raced at the historic facility. Wheels of Destruction, Myrtle Beach Drifting, Drop Jaw Car Shows, Mustang Week Action, championship events, and new for this year will be the Supermoto motorcycle racing action. A combination of asphalt and dirt surfaces challenge the skills of these two-wheel daredevils. See them sliding on dirt, going bullet fast on the asphalt, and fly through the air. American stars race the international riders at Myrtle Beach Speedway. The season will come to a conclusion with the annual Myrtle Beach 400 in November with NASCAR late model stock cars, Chargers, Super Trucks, and mini stocks.
I'd like to thank all of the racers, the fans, the sponsors, the employees that have made 2012 possible. We strive to give you and your family the best motorsports experience possible at the Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Bob Lutz invites you to enjoy the entertainment at Myrtle Beach Speedway in 2013. Come on out and see truly spectacular racing and exciting thrills from one of our over 12,000 seats or VIP accommodations in a suite high above the racing surface. Bring your family, your civic club, or business employees to a night they'll long remember. Group plans for any of our events are available for an outing at the Speedway. For more information, please visit our website, myrtlebeachspeedway.com, or call 843-236-0500 for racing information or book a future racing adventure by calling 1-877-RACE-LAP. Come by a part of the high-speed and fun-filled action adventure. Myrtle Beach Speedway. Highway 501, 4.5 miles from the beach. At the intersection of Highway 501 and Highway 31. Next to Tanger Outlet on Waccamaw Pines Drive. Racing is back for 2013 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach Speedway comes alive in 2013 with an aggressive new schedule and plenty of special events. Mark your calendars for March 22nd as the first action of the year begins with a Myrtle Beach 400. Practice starts at 8 a.m. with a green flag dropping at 3 p.m. Then join us Sunday, March 23rd for the inaugural Spring Challenge of the Beach Race, where children 12 and under get in free. Then strap yourself in and race around the half-mile oval on your own with a NASCAR racing experience beginning March 27th and running all summer till November 16th. The Myrtle Beach Speedway season opener starts April 20th with Kids Night at the Speedway and the grand opening of our Kangaroo Express and Victory Junction Kids Zone Playground. The NASCAR Cup Drivers event happens May 9th, and it's a return of the Wheels of Destruction Thrill Show every Wednesday night, June 5th through August 14th. Plus, the USA Pro Supermoto happens October 5th. Check out our full slate of events online at myrtlebeachspeedway.com or call 1-877-RACE-LAP at Myrtle Beach Speedway.